So guys, let me tell you the easiest way to heal in a world we now live in full of judgment, and it has nothing to do with other people, okay? Healing becomes easier the day you stop trying to control what is outside of you and start paying attention to what is happening inside of you. You know, you cannot heal from outside inside, you heal from inside outside. Believe me, we live in a world where people will judge you without even knowing your story, where they will form opinions about you without even ever walking your journey, where assumptions are louder than truth. But you know, don't try to heal by changing their minds, by trying to change their minds. You heal by embracing the truth about who you truly are. The moment you understand that you can never or you cannot control people's reactions, you cannot control their bitterness, their narratives, their assumptions, or the version of you they've created in their own heads, something inside of you shifts completely. Healing happens when you release the pressure of like trying to be understood. Healing happens when you stop fighting battles that are not yours. Healing happens when you return to your own truth. The truth about your story, the truth about your growth, the truth about your identity, the truth about your faith and your place in God. Okay? And here is freedom. Here is the freedom, guys. Their opinion is not your destiny. Their judgment is not your identity. Their misunderstanding is not your responsibility. Believe me, in a chaotic world, healing begins with one decision. Choose your truth over their noise. Because the more you anchor yourself in who you actually are, the less power the world has over you. And the more you are peaceful, or your heart becomes peaceful, that is where healing starts. Right where truth and acceptance meet. Healing begins from within, guys. I know from like just my story. You know, divorce is this one thing. I always stand on divorce because divorce is something that, you know, you took that decision by yourself and then things happen to you, okay? So, you know, I lived in that situation. I lived with my ex-husband. I know what I was going through. I know what I experienced in that relationship, okay? So sometimes people, you cannot even explain as much as you felt the pain for people to truly understand. So trying to like explain to people, I mean, there are people who want to listen. There are people who want to hear from you. There are people who are empathetic. But believe me, even as much as somebody is empathetic, they can never know exactly what you went through. So peace came to me when I knew that, okay, the world is going to judge me anyways, but at least let it be that I did something for myself by trying to remember all the time how it felt like being in the pain I was, and how much of a great decision it has been for me to gain my freedom, the freedom of my children, the freedom of their destiny, and also be able to help others the way I am doing right now on social media. So to me, I already see the advantages I had by living my abusive relationship. I already see the pain it was being in that relationship. So that is my consolation. I didn't actually just sit to, you know, as a young girl, you know how sometimes people, youthful exuberance, you go into marriages, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to stay, you don't want to work on that relationship. I knew what I endured in that relationship. So that is what gives me peace. I hope this video is going to help somebody know that, guys, believe me, as much as you want people to hear your story, you cannot afford to be in a place where you think that your healing is going to come from there. Be encouraged always. Know you are not alone. God bless you. Thank you for watching The Healing Room. See you in our next episodes. Bye for now.